Can y'all hear me? Yes, you can hear me. That's good. What up, yo? It's Jermaine. Let's hang out. I don't know. I'm just chilling tonight. I'm kind of like super antsy, like that sort of thing. That sort of thing. I'm gonna wait till some people get up in this live stream before I start chit chatting. Hang out with Jermaine. It's Thursday night in the city, and I'm like super bored. Dude, so I'm still at WeWork, and man, at night, the people that clean WeWork, they're so freaking noisy. Like right now, they're walking by and they're screaming, and I'm like, why are you guys screaming? Like that sort of thing. All right, now I can read the chats. Okay, these people are so loud. I'm gonna have to knock on this window. All right, cool. I got the idea, but it's like, dude, why you gotta be so loud? So, yo, what are y'all up to right now? Beard bicyclist, man. I like responded to your comment like right after you dropped that comment. Where are you? Are you still in the city right now? No drinks? No, no drinks right now. I mean, I guess I could get beer because I'm at WeWork, but I kind of don't want to drink beer right now. Okay, I literally moved from the other meeting room to come to this meeting room because these people were so loud, and they're still right there just screaming. Yeah, this is my life. Sorry. Just chilling. Just got off of work. This is a pleasant surprise. No, well, I had water a minute ago. I just don't have water now. That's all. No water right now. Are you not in the city, bicycle bit? Are you in Oakland? Cool, cool, cool. Dude, we got to link up. I think that would be really cool if we, if you filmed and I did some crazy stuff, that sort of thing. And you're like local, you're always in the city, so we should definitely like link up. I don't know when we'll be able to link up. We'll be able to link up soon. Today is pretty much a day that I had time to meet up. If you guys know what I'm saying. Waiting for Uber Eats. Oh, what up, Oliver? Are you in NYC? I'm not in NYC right now. I'm in San Francisco. But NYC, New York, I'm not in New York right now. But New York City is a really cool place, and I'm not there right now. Random thing. I went to the PO earlier today. I went to my PO box and I ordered these little things off of Amazon. You guys are probably wondering what is that? What these are for? Because I have one of these MacBooks, and with the new MacBook, you can't stick a plug like this into the computer. So you have to use a dongle or you have to buy these little adapters. And I bought a bunch of these off of Amazon. They're like really cheap and they work great. Like I really like them. Now I can use my regular cords on my latest computer. It's pretty cool. Jermaine, are you Caribbean? No, I'm not Caribbean. Are you? No, are you at that one? Tomorrow you'll be in the city all day. I won't be in the city tomorrow. I mean, I will be in the city, but not majority of the day. Earlier tomorrow I'll be in the city, but then I'm gonna take off. And yeah. What up, Matchin? Is it Matchin? Sergio. What up, Sergio? What's good, man? What's going on in your neighborhood? What's the temperature where you are right now, Sergio? I think you're in New York City, right, Sergio? So what's the temperature like in New York City right now? Rays, Jersey. What up, Jersey? Much love, bro. Jersey. Jersey, East Coast, the right side, not the left side, but the right side. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the right side. Yeah, you guys are on the right side. I'm on the left side of California. Oh, nothing much going on. Another day, another dollar. It's 90 in New York. Really? That's love. You want to know what I walked out the house with this morning in Frisco? I had this California, well, it's California shirt, this California hoodie, and then I had what? A North Face jacket on top of that. So you telling me it's 90 degrees in New York and I'm riding around here with like layers and layers on? I need to come to New York, right? I need to get to New York, man. That's what's up. What is the beaches like in New York? Like, what is it? Rockaway Beach. Dude, my little heart misses Rockaway Beach. You hear me? My little heart right here, it misses Rockaway Beach. Like Rockaway Beach. We will meet very soon, Rockaway Beach. The last time you had some sweet walls. I mean, what does that mean? I got a really dirty mind. So when I read that, when was the last time you had some sweet walls? I think of something that I'm probably not going to talk about right here on camera. But anyway, don't exactly know what that means. Yeah, I was in Times Square when that car crashed. Oh, what car crash? You talking about that car crash that the crazy guy that drove the car that just happened recently and it crashed? Was that like Union Square? That was Union Square, right? I saw a thumbnail, but I didn't watch the whole video. Um, Yo, man, from New York. I'm not from New York, but it's like I go to New York so frequently. Like people actually think I'm from New York, but I'm not from New York. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from Memphis. Maybe I'll go to my hometown soon. Might be in Cali, August 29th. Oh, August 29th. That's what's up. I'll probably be around here. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and say this. It looks like I'm gonna go to VidCon, so that'll give you guys an idea of where I'll be. If you know what VidCon is and you know what I'm talking about. Um, Fuck me. I don't get that one. Can you make some money delivering on a bicycle the same as in the car? You can make money in a car and a bike. It's gonna really vary. And the reason why I say it's gonna vary because if you're on a bike and it's rush hour and it's a lot of traffic, well, obviously you can get through the traffic a little bit faster than cars. But the flip side on that is if you are on a bike and you have to go really far away on a delivery, that's kind of like the opposite effect versus being in a car or being on a bike. Now, if you're on a bike, you can I guess you can like jump on a bus or a train. Now that doesn't always work. Sometimes in the middle of the day, you might try to jump on a train with your bike, but you might have to wait 15 minutes for the train to get there. And within that 15 minutes that you waited for the train to get there, you could have just freaking just biked there. So it's really tough. Like with a car, you're gonna have more expenses because you gotta buy gas, you gotta look for parking spots. I mean, there's a little bit more things you gotta do, but if you're on a bike, you can kind of go with the flow. If it's busy, you could be busy with your bike. If you're not busy, well, you won't be burning gas. You know what I mean? Like if you're not busy and you're in a car, because with a car, you got to go somewhere. You either got to drive or you got to park somewhere or you got to pay to park or you got to spend money when you got a car. But don't get me wrong, you got to spend money on a bike too, because if it's slow and I'm on a bike and it's cold outside, I'm probably going to want to go inside somewhere. Chances are I might buy something, you know what I mean? And vice versa if it's really hot outside. Like if it's really hot outside, homeboy may want to go inside and chill out for a little bit. But if it's, good weather, you might want to sit outside and hang out the whole time, that sort of thing. What up, Jermaine? How are you? 3 days till I go on my vacation route, 2 weeks in UK. 2 weeks in the UK. I really need to go to the UK. I love the UK. Man, them English accents are so freaking hot. I love them English accents, bro. Especially them tall, freaking English girls, like that's what's up, bro. The UK, I need to make a trip over. I need to cross the pond and go hit up the UK for a little bit, chill over there, make some little YouTube videos, do that sort of thing. Ride around on my boosted board. You know what? Boosted boards are illegal in London. They just passed a law recently. So no boosted boards in London, but boosted boards in other spots, right? Boosted boards is so much fun. I guess you were talking about sex when you was talking about the walls earlier when I was reading. When was the last time you had some sweet walls? I get laid quite often, believe it or not. I mean, the only difference is it's not like you like love sex. It's just like fuck sex. You know what I mean? And fuck sex is fun because you get laid, but at the same time, fuck sex is like it doesn't have much meaning. Like when you really like a person and you're having sex with them, it's like a whole lot better, you know. But I still get laid. I guess that's gonna be. I guess that's gonna be switching up. I don't talk about my like lay life and my vlogs and stuff like that. I just don't talk about that stuff. Can y'all hear me? Of course, you guys can hear me, but I just I don't know. It's like this one girl, but like you know, let's see. Like, maybe you guys can get me to talk about that with what you're gonna say in the comments. But I'm gonna keep reading stuff. It happened the other day. This guy drove over the sidewalk hitting pedestrians. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, dude. People driving over the sidewalk hitting pedestrians. That is one way that a psycho could like hurt a lot of people. You know, driving a car onto a sidewalk where there's a whole bunch of people waiting across the street. Like that's so messed up. Like that's one thing that scares me about freaking cities. But you can't stop that. Like that can just happen. I mean, you could be standing in like a store and someone could drive up in the store, you know, you just can't, some things you just can't stop. But that freaking creeps me out. Hopefully that doesn't happen when I'm in New York. Love the vlogs, right on, hats off to Dre, doing a little live podcast every Saturday night, video games and talking crap. Oh yeah, talking crap. You guys always playing video games, talking crap. I need to start playing video games actually. But if I played video games, I wouldn't be out in the streets making vlogs like I do because I would be playing video games, that sort of thing. I'll let you know how the Uber experience is like over in the UK. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. But let me know what Uber's like in the UK. I'm just curious what it's like. And one thing about London, if I actually go there, like it would be pretty easy to interview drivers because English is like their language. Well, I guess it's British English, but you guys can figure it out, right? It's better than someone who doesn't speak English as a first language. Because when I was in Budapest, I was trying to interview like Uber drivers because it was a ton of Uber drivers out. And I was also trying to interview taxi drivers. But the problem I had was people just did not speak good enough English. And I'm not gonna like, make a vlog and somebody is like, they can't really like speak like that. That's not gonna make a good video. But if I did that in London, that would be pretty cool. Yo, if you're watching this video right now, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Today's vlog got so many thumbs down, but I think it got thumbs down because like I was talking about how like this lady's garage fell apart. There's a little bit more to the story that I left out. The garage was literally held up by bungee cords, okay? Well, not the garage, like the whole garage, but the garage door opener was held up by bungee cords. And the garage track, it wasn't attached to the wall. It was sitting on top of like a gas line or something. And when I said I got the other tasker to fix it for me, I wasn't like, hey, you go fix this for me. I was like, oh crap, I just broke this thing. And the other tasker was like, hey, I can fix it. I think it just popped off here. I just need a wrench. So I don't know. I got butchered like crazy on that video. Maybe I'll like start to like, never mind. That would be a really bad idea. LA. Maybe I'll go to LA. I should go to LA, but oh, you need some sweet walls twice a day. Twice a day. Yeah. Sex twice a day would be really, really fun. And I would probably be more exhausted. I really need my energy to do things. So sex twice a day would be a lot of fun actually. Thanks for the info. Right on. Did the rates increase? Why did the rates increase so high with the scoot rental? I have no idea why the rates increase. But since the rates increase, I have not really been using Scoot unless like I really needed to get from point A to point B, something that would take less than 30 minutes, then I'll use Scoot. Or since I got the boosted board, I haven't used Scoot and I haven't ridden my electric bike. I don't know what's up with Scoot. Maybe they're just trying to make money because they have a really good idea. And for $4 for 30 minutes, there's so many people in the city that would be willing to pay $4 because that's still cheaper than an Uber. You don't have to wait on in freaking Uber. It's faster than an Uber because you can go in between the cars through traffic. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to email them and ask them like, hey, can you guys like update the carrier rate? Like carriers don't want to pay $8 an hour to rent a freaking scooter. I mean, you can rent a car for like $5 or $6 an hour. But I guess Scoots figured out they got gold. Got a penny board. I want a penny board. I was thinking about just getting a penny board. Oh, Rich, thanks for the super chat. Right on, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I cannot figure out how to donate on super chat. Like, I would love to because I watch other YouTubers' videos and I want to contribute, but I haven't figured out how to do it from my phone. Like, obviously, I could do it from the computer, but usually when I catch people on live streams, like YouTubers that I follow and stuff, it's probably on my phone. I'm like not on the computer as much. Apply for tips to apply for benefits. Any tips to apply for benefits? What type of benefits are you talking about, Gabriel? I do UberEats too, but that shit is exhausting. I agree. It can be very, very exhausting. How do you? Oh no, hold on. How do you have money? How do I have money to Uber Eats every day? How do I have money to Uber Eats every day? Well, put it like this. I have a whole bunch of Uber Eats credits. Now, it's not free food. I don't get free food, but what I do get free are a lot of deliveries. Like, I have a ton of free deliveries in my app. And probably because of Uber, maybe, I don't know, maybe they watch my videos and maybe they see that yeah, we should give Jermaine free Uber Eats credits, or I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking like people. I don't know. I have a lot of credits, put it like that. So I only have to pay for the food, and I don't have to pay for the delivery, that sort of thing. What up, man? Been watching your vlogs for a long time now, and I'm currently working on GrubHub, DoorDash, and Postmates. And September, we just finally got TaskRabbit. Going to check it out. Thanks for all the info. Right on, Joseph Key. And Rich again. Thanks a lot for the buck. Been watching your video for a while. How do you make money on all these apps? How do I make money on all these apps? I do a lot of picking and choosing. Certain days I'll rock out with this app. Certain days I'll do another app. Certain days, like today, I didn't work any apps. Maybe is that bad? Like I didn't do anything today for the most part. Woke up at my normal time. Said to myself, I got to mail a couple items off, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I'm just not going to work today. I had my TaskRabbit app cut off. Well, it's cut off for the Bay Area, and I've actually I've set my radius to another location, the location where I'm traveling to. So my radius is already set at that location, meaning that I can accept jobs for that location now. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll get some jobs before I arrive. I'm talking too much about where I'm going. Hey Jermaine, how has Postmates been doing lately down in San Fran area? I don't really do Postmates that much, just because of the whole job application. Like I can't see where I'm going, and if I'm going to be an independent contractor, I need to know where I'm going. But yet, I guess there is an exception on Uber Eats because I'm an independent contractor on Uber Eats, and I don't care about where I'm going. But you know how Postmates is. What up, Jermaine? Holla if you want to record you. Oh, right on, Bicycle Beard. Um, Man, need that. Rich, again, love your videos. Right on, dude. Right on, dude. Thanks a lot for the super chat. Hey, Jermaine, NYC, caviar on the check-in. So is caviar good in New York right now? Is it popping in New York? Super chat only works on Macs, not iOS or Android. Oh, good to know. Good to know. It only works on Macs. I think you can only do it through Android or give super chat. Oh, okay. 42 times Times Square is crazy. Has some drunk dude ran over 12 people at 42nd Street. Lockdown tonight. I'm out there. Oh man. 42 times? Or is that 42nd Times Square? 42 times is a lot of times for that to be happening. Like, that's actually scary. Is this happening in Manhattan? Is this happening like in the city, or is this like all over the barrels, or this is in one particular area? Because if it's happening in one particular area, like if it's like a Manhattan type deal, like Upper East Side or Lower East Side or whatever, like that's just a little bit more data. But if they're just doing this all over, that's kind of creepy. Or I'm talking about all over like New York, that's kind of creepy. What up, Rob M? Dang, Jermaine, Shades info. I love the Tinder girls. Some girls are trainees. There are a lot of trainees on Tinder. Well, there are not a lot of trainees, but trainees exist on Tinder. I definitely see them. Give it shouts out for Florida. Florida in the house. Florida in the house. What up, Florida? I always got to put Florida on blast because I'm out in Cali right now. Florida, Cali, that sort of thing. But yo, at least you got a nice shout out. Love the Robin Hood video. Love the Robin Hood app video. Yo, 20 minutes since you make money another day, not $1. Let's talk about the Robin Hood app really fast. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but today the stock market was good. But yesterday, dude, the stock market tanked. So yesterday after the market closed, like I think it was 2-3 hours after the market closed, I was just like over like hanging out with some folks at WeWork, just sitting around in a circle, and I just put up my app and went to the Robinhood app and looked, and my account was down like 4.75% or something like that, and I'm like, dang, bro. And the first thing I thought, Tesla probably dropped like 8% or something. Like why did it fall so low? And I looked, and every single share was like in the negative, except for like Coca-Cola. And like all the shares were in the negative, like by like anywhere from 2.5% to 4%. Like Tesla was down like crazy. And for my Robinhood account, Tesla is like the main one. And it's crazy because when the markets like drop like that, like I will look at Robinhood. Like I'll actually go to the Robinhood, my Robinhood app, and look at it and pay attention and like just really give it all I got. But on other apps like Acorns and Stash, it's like, yeah, I have money invested in those apps. I have like less money invested, but it's like I don't really pay those any attention. But with Robinhood, like, it's just more like you just see your money like right there. With Stash and Acorns, it's not the same. It's more like your money is over there, that sort of thing. Another day, another dollar. What led you to become vegan? Well, a couple things led me to become vegan. Number one, I wasn't eating pork for like years. So for like, I want to say like 5 years, I wasn't eating pork. I don't know if it was 5 years, but it was a while I was not eating pork. And one thing about not eating pork, like every time I would go to the grocery store, like I would like pick up a package and I would basically look for like religious symbols. And I'm not talking about religious symbols because I'm religious, but just like whenever you go to the grocery store, if you find something like this is a fruit roll up here. This is not the healthiest thing in the world. But if you look closely, this has a U on it on the bottom. It has a U with a circle around it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I know people are going to talk about my horrible looking fingers, but whatever, get a life. I'm a dude and I don't care about my fingers, but you guys see that U right there? What this means is, this means that when this product was packaged, it was no pigs around. That's basically what that U means. So before I went vegan, everything I bought, I would make sure it had a U on it. Now, that works here in the US, but when you travel outside the US, you don't see U's. There's different symbols. Like a lot of countries, they'll have halal symbols. And with the halal religion, it's Muslim, they're against pigs too. So if I see halal symbols like on something, I know it's good to eat because I know pigs were not around when it was made. And a lot of times things may have kosher symbols on it, meaning it's like okay for like Jewish people to eat. And if it's okay for like Jewish people to eat, because they're very strict on no pigs in their diet, well, it's totally fine for me to eat. But that was before I went vegan. And it was a little hassle, like certain things in the grocery store I didn't buy because it didn't have the U on it. But now since I went vegan, and I just really got grossed out with, I guess I'm not really answering your question. I went vegan because I wanted to go vegan for a while, and I went vegan for like a week. And then I broke it because I walked into Whole Foods one day and I saw some hot wings and they smelled so good. And I was just trying this vegan thing out. It had been a week and I was so hungry because when you first go vegan, you're probably gonna be hungry because you got to get used to eating like different foods. You got to get used to eating foods that, come on, like it's so easy to eat non-vegan. You can just go to any grocery store. You can go to any restaurant. Like there's something on the menu for you. But when you go vegan, it's not like you can just walk into any restaurant and just order food because they might not have vegan food on the menu or like that sort of thing. So I just got to the point where I tried it and I lasted a week. But then after that week, like I ate chicken and I ate steak and I ate like all the meat that I wanted, right? And chicken and steak, dude, I love chicken and steak. Well, I love chicken and steak. And I think if I went non-vegan, I would eat chicken and steak, especially chicken. But I feel that I got to the point where I just didn't want to eat I just didn't want to eat. Okay, so after I went vegan, right? So, gosh, this is when I don't edit stuff. I sound like a fool. Okay, so what happened that week that I didn't eat, meat or whatever? I didn't eat meat or dairy. When I started back to eating meat was fine. Dairy was the problem. So whenever I would eat like yogurt, I would have this thought in my head. And that thought in my head would not go away, even after I ate the yogurt. And then when I would eat normal cheese, that thought would be in my head. Like I would have this taste in my mouth, and I couldn't get rid of that taste in my mouth. Like after I stopped for 1 week after I stopped eating all dairy products and animal products, I want to maybe my mouth got clean or something. And then when I started back to eating like dairy, I just felt like I just can't do it. And then there was this crazy thing on the news talking about how all this rat meat was sold to all these restaurants in the US as chicken meat. And you really can't tell the difference from rat meat and chicken meat. If you deep fry it and you season it, you can just feed it to someone and they'll actually think it's chicken. And I thought that was really gross. And what do you do to combat that? The only thing you can do to combat that is just stop eating meat. So that's what I did. I stopped eating meat, or not so fast. I was at a friend's house. Well, no, I was at my house, and a friend was over cooking. And he told me that he was cooking chicken, right? And I was like, cool. So when I got there, it was a freaking pork roast on the stove, and I accidentally ate some of the pork roast, and I puked it up, and it was really horrible. It was really bad. And that was the last time I had a non-vegan diet. And before that whole like me eating the pork and puking it up, before that whole thing happened, I was already thinking about going vegan like big time. Like a few days before that happened, the whole like Chinese meat chicken thing happened. So I had that in my head, and then my friend freaking feeds me pork, and I puke it up, and I'm like, look, dude, let's just don't eat any of that anymore. Let's just stop eating any of that. And I feel so much better. And another thing I noticed too, well, I've always thought about this. I've noticed that, where I come from, people in my family, I look at like when they die, and a lot of people die like really young. And I'm not talking about like 40s. I'm talking about like, 70, 60, 80. And when I got out here to California, I was surprised to see like Black people living to be 100 years old, because where I come from, Memphis, Tennessee, I don't remember seeing many people living to be 100 years old. I mean, I know a lot of people in my family that die like 7 years old, and it's mainly because of the food that they eat and not getting enough exercise, and just having just a different lifestyle. And with me, like, gosh, I get plenty of exercise. Like, I can't think of the last time I actually stayed at home and laid in bed all day. Like, it just does not happen to me. Like, maybe it will in the next like week or so. If I get caught in a rainstorm or something, I may just stay indoors all day. Rainstorm, hint, hint, California, rain, question mark. Anyway, but yeah, that's something. But let's move down to the next question. Caviar is slow tonight. Are you promoting the gig economy? I don't know about the gig economy. What stocks do you have right now? Okay, so if you watch my Robinhood video, what's in my Robinhood account? Pretty much I have all the shares. I sold off one share, which was PIP. I sold them off because they did a reversal split sort of deal. And after they did the reversal split, the stock price was freaking falling like a rock. So I sold off those shares. It wasn't that many. I think it was only worth like $30 or something. So it was nothing. It's just off of my Robinhood list. And I bought Snapchat. Earlier this week, Snapchat dropped 20%. So the very next day, I bought like 10 shares of Snapchat. And now I'm up, I think earlier this morning, I was up 10% on Snapchat, but then I bought another 10 shares. So now I'm like, that brings the average down. So now I'm down to, I think I'm like 7% in the green on Snapchat, but I'm going to hang on to Snapchat. I watch Facebook creep up, and I just feel that I should just hold on to Snapchat. I just got Robinhood app. Any tips on trading? I would say tips on trading, figure out your strategy. There's a couple of different strategies if you want to trade in the stock market. The easiest strategy is buy and hold. Now, that may not necessarily be the most profitable strategy. Really depends on what shares you buy. There's a lot of traders out there that just buy and sell. That could work for you, but there is like the 3-day, well, not the 3-day trading rule, but there is the whole pattern day trader. You don't want to get marked as a pattern day trader, because if you don't have $25,000 in your Robinhood account, technically you cannot day trade. And the only reason why I say technically you can't day trade is because you can still day trade. Like, you can buy a share and sell it. But if you do that like over and over within like a 5-day period, you're going to be flagged as a pattern day trader. And then your Robinhood account will basically be not closed, but it'll be frozen. Like, you won't be able to like trade shares. And I don't exactly remember how long that hold will be on your account. It's something that I don't want to experiment with. But I'm sure if you like find. I'm sure if you watch like YouTube videos, I'm sure someone has done that and they've had their account held, and they could probably tell you all about that horror story. But that's something I don't want to do. I don't want to risk that because, I mean, that's really dangerous if they freeze your account. Because if they freeze your account, I mean, let's say the stock market crashed the next day, like you couldn't even like sell your shares. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I feel UberEats is only worth it when boost earnings are involved. I agree, Chris. Chris, you got that right. UberEats is only worth it when boost earnings are involved. I agree. Richard Brown, what up? Thanks for the super chat, Richard Brown. Thanks, man. Thanks. Where can I send you fan mail? You can send me fan mail. Funny thing, I actually opened, it's gonna be in tomorrow's vlog, but a subscriber sent me a shirt and he's like, where are your videos? So I'm gonna rock it tomorrow. I would get it out, but it's packed in the bottom of my backpack and it took me forever to get my backpack packed that way, so I'm not gonna take it out right now. But yeah, if you want to know where you can send mail, there will be a, not in this video, I think in this video, I have my P.O. Box address in the bottom, so you can send it there. Care.com, what's up with that? Care.com, from what I hear, Care.com is a site where you can have someone to like watch people. Well, not watch people, but like care for people. I had a friend that was doing it, but I don't really know too much about Care.com. So that's why I don't talk about it. There's so many apps out there. I don't just try to talk about random apps. I try to talk about apps that that I've done or that I'm gonna use, or yeah, I just mainly talk about that. That's why I was talking about Omni, the whole storage app, because I'm actually using that app and I can straight up give you guys a good idea of how it works because I'm actually using it. And it's a really cool app, by the way, how they just come and pick up stuff for you and they store it. Wow, I'm like behind on these comments. What up, Coleman? Hey, Jermaine, when meet up with Alex, please give him shit about his diet. We need him to go vegan and get back in shape. Oh, I'll give Alex crap, believe me. And it's getting warm in New York right now, so he should definitely be losing weight. Do you feel more energetic? I do feel more energetic. Now, that can vary. In a lot of my videos, you guys see me eating falafels all the time. But believe it or not, I just don't eat falafels all the time. I mean, I do eat falafels like every day, but every now and then, like I'll sneak and have a little salad. Like I'll force myself to have a salad because, I need a little salad. Like I'm getting older. Like I'm getting super old. Like I'm freaking 30 and I need to start eating salads and I need that vitamin C, that vitamin D, that sort of thing. So yeah, like I do feel more energetic because, I mean, my body is working less. Like to process meat, your body has to work quite a bit to process meat. But when you just eat vegetables, your body doesn't have to work as hard to process, your food because you're eating natural food. Jermaine, on my flight, British Airlines now vegan options. That's what's up. British Airways has vegan options. So a lot of airlines, I notice if it's an international flight, you can like specify, like you can say vegan or vegetarian or kosher or Hindu, or you can say like you can make a request and they'll like actually make the request for you. That's so dope. Oh my gosh, I just heard that meat can mass pork with chicken too. The last time you heard him, what was the last time you had him referring to? I don't get it. Let's go to the next one. Oldest Black person alive lives in Georgia. She is 113. Oldest Black person alive, she lives in Florida. She's 113. Oh wow, that's crazy. 113 years old. That's nuts. 113 years old, man. These live streams are great. Love the financial tips. Oh, rock on, rock on. Download it. I downloaded Stash app. Just need time to give it cash. Okay, so to download the Stash app and you need time to give it cash. Let's talk about that. One thing I do with Stash account, because I have a bunch of accounts. With Stash, what I'll do is I just have like $15 a week set to go to Stash. And some weeks I may, deposit an extra $100 or extra $50 or an extra $20 or $30. Stash is not my main one. Right now, I've been paying more attention to Robinhood just because I don't know, I've just been putting more money into Robinhood because it's like, it's kind of like a social thing on YouTube now. Like there's other YouTubers out there with Robinhood accounts and they make videos and they show their account and stuff like that. So that's one reason why I've been jumping on Robinhood quite a bit lately because it's kind of cool and it kind of gives people an idea that, wow, I can do it too, And Robinhood is just really easy how to have it set up. Like it's an app, it's on your phone. You take your phone with you everywhere. Like it's really easy. I really like how Robinhood does it. Missed Mike D collabs. Mike is in China right now having a blast. And I'm like, Mike, what are you doing going to China? You're not taking me with you. And I'm the one that travels all the time. He's having a blast over in China. I'm sure he is having a blast right now. Hey, Jermaine, do you ever worry about the long term with sharing economy? I switch over and trying to fit here, but there's all saturated and the work has dried up. Do I ever worry long term about the sharing economy? This is something that I think about, but I don't necessarily. Okay, one thing about the sharing economy, I will say, it can be really tough. There are certain times where it's really slow, it's really dead. There's certain parts of the week, certain parts of the month, it's like that. And do I get nervous about it long term? I kind of don't get nervous about it long term. And the main reason why I don't get nervous about it long term is I've done a lot of research and I've been working in the sharing economy for a while, and I've figured out some profitable places. Like New York City and San Francisco are by far going to be the most profitable places for the sharing economy. Now, I did not say you can't make money in other cities, but what I did say, they're going to be most profitable in New York and San Francisco. DC could be included in that. Of course, Chicago could be included in that. But by far, definitely San Francisco and New York. Now, for full-time is tough. Full-time is tough because of the pay fluctuation. But for long-term, I do get nervous. But I kind of see the sharing economy nowadays it's getting to the point where if it continues to grow at the rate it's growing, it will be too big to fail. And what I mean by that is it will be around, like it won't go anywhere. And this is just the reality. I think one huge thing is we're going through this generation switch right now. That's what's going on right now. We're going through this dark AF Google. Yeah, we're going through this like switch, like where people used to have jobs, right? And you would go to that same job, you would have benefits at that job, and it was places you could move up in that job. Guys, I'm sorry to say, but things are changing so fast right now that I can see young kids growing up now and not even having a traditional job like people did. That job that we're used to right now. Like I can see people literally working on apps in the future. Because if you think about it, it kind of makes more sense. Like, why should I be a business owner? Okay. And I have an office, right? And I have all these employees in my office. And you guys know how it is in certain offices. People don't they're not busy all the time. You know, I talk to people at WeWork right now or earlier today, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so bored. Oh, I'm so bored." And I'm just out riding around on my boosted board. Like I go out, ride my boosted board today. Because today, like I said, I chilled today. I didn't work. I went out, rode my boosted board until the freaking battery died. And I came back here, charge up the boosted board. I'm hanging around, chilling, not doing nothing, watching YouTube videos, checking the stock market, that sort of thing. And I'm talking to this girl, and she's like, "I'm so bored today." And I'm like, "Oh, you are? Why don't you just go outside, go chill? I'm just out on my boosted board all day. I'm just chilling. Like this is what I got going." And she's like, "Well, I have to stay here, but it's crazy. I should be able to leave because I'm done with all my work." And just think about it. Like you're a business owner, and you got like all these employees sitting around. You got 30 employees sitting around, and they waste an extra 100 hours a week. That's an extra 100 hours that you could save as a business owner. So I think it's actually smart. And then also with automation, like I know so many people out there are against driverless cars and against robots doing jobs. Jermaine is not against that. I am 100% for robots, 100% for driverless cars. One thing a lot of people got to realize is when that happens, like I said, we're going through a shift. Jobs are changing. Like it's happening so fast. Like I just happen to live in freaking the mecca of all of this. If you're watching this video in like a third world country, you're probably going to be like, "What is this guy talking about?" You know? Or if you're watching this video in like, you know, certain parts of the US, you might be like, "What is this guy talking about?" But what I'm saying is like, it's changing so fast that like these jobs aren't gonna exist too much longer. I mean, Uber driving, it's gonna be driverless cars. You know, food delivery, it's gonna be someone delivering food. Honestly, I can see one day that like it's like a little machine driving down the street and it's like a convenience store. And when you want to buy something, you can just go to your phone and be like, "Oh, I want a pack of gum." You press it and you walk up to the machine, and the machine gives you the gum, and then the machine keeps walking down the street, and the machine stops right here in front of this house. And someone walks out, it gets whatever they want from the machine and goes back in. I mean, when you think about it, it sounds like a scary world. It sounds like I'm not going to have a job. That's what so many people think. But I don't think it's going to be that way at all. I think that people are going to be living life and they're going to be enjoying life more, just like I am right now. I think that more people are going to be living this way. Like vlogging, like someone walking around, standing, talking to a camera. I'm telling you guys right now, in probably 2 years or 3 years, everybody is going to be doing it. I'm telling you, not necessarily everyone, but like so many people are going to be doing it. It's going to be common. It's going to be normal. Like, believe me, I will not be making YouTube videos, vlogging in like 2 years because everybody is going to be doing it. It's going to be a normal thing. Like, that's just how fast things are going right now. Like, I don't know, I'm just going on and on and on. Y'all got to tell me to shut up. Y'all got to say, "Jermaine, hush, hush." Somebody call me ugly. No, you ugly. White, silver. I'm not ugly. I'm the 100, bro. I'm the juice. I ain't ugly. Don't call me ugly. You ugly. Should I block you? No, I ain't gonna block you. I'll let you keep talking crap because you keep talking crap. That's gonna make me feel better. Don't be mean. I didn't mean to be mean. No, you was talking about that other guy. I'm just going on and on and on. Yo, what's poppin', homie? Do you drive Uber? If yes, do you agree with their ethics? No, I don't agree with a lot of things that Uber does. I'm sorry, I don't. Uber does a lot of shady stuff. Started rideshare driving in 2014. Wish I started day one when the money was good. What would you say to the next Uber? What would I say is the next Uber? Probably Tesla. Well, what am I talking about? I can't say Tesla. I don't know, maybe Lyft. Because Uber has taken all the bad rap and Lyft is like, they're really not seen as a negative company that much. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not really any different from Uber, but in the eyes of the public, they're very different from Uber. because you don't hear about all this crap on Lyft that you hear about on Uber. So yeah, that is something to think. What is SuperChad? SuperChad is SuperChat is a way for subscribers to donate money to YouTubers on a live stream. And what will happen, while my computer just froze up, and what will happen on that live stream is, like, let's say you donate $1 or $2 or $5 on the feed, it's going to show up like this. Like this, like Richard donated $2 and his comments like highlighted. So that's how it'll show up, and that's SuperChad. I really want to start using SuperChad because what I've kind of figured out is like let's say that there's like a bigger YouTuber, like someone who has like 100,000 followers, right? And let's say they're on a live stream. I thought of this idea of like, what if I like donated money to them, and people in the live stream, what if they're like, who is this dude? And they click on like my click on my like profile, and they would go to my channel and be like, oh wow, he's cool, like he makes videos, like let's subscribe. So that's one reason why I wanted to figure out SuperChat, so I could figure out how to donate money to other YouTubers so I can get subscribers. Like, don't tell anyone I said that. That's really bad. I'm actually not going to do that because that would really get expensive, and I don't want to buy subscribers. That's really bad. That's technically not really buying subscribers, but that's kind of advertising for subscribers. I don't need to. Next, seeing robots delivering food for E24 in the mission. I've seen that same company too. That company is Marble, by the way. Yeah, I was actually talking to a robotics food delivery company yesterday. I can't say their name. Can't talk about what we talked about, but yeah, they're pretty cool. A lot of people are working on robots right now to deliver food. You guys got no idea. Like, I know of right now like 4 companies just here in the Bay Area that are working on autonomous food delivery robots. But there's like a mad race for that. Like there's folks all over the country working on it, and there's even companies in China working on it. Like it's crazy. Like a lot of people think that food delivery carriers are going to be around for years. They will, but not all of them. Not all of them. Like some of you guys are going to get replaced. I'm not saying you're going to get replaced tomorrow. Like it's going to take time to perfect this technology. Maybe a couple of years, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It's going to take some time. How about healthcare? Healthcare, you just you go to the California, I think it's like californiahealth.gov or something like that. You purchase health insurance from there. Jermaine wants to have the Japanese vending machines on every corner. Let them know, don't know if I want those Japanese vending machines on every corner. Maybe. No, I'm cool. I don't need the Japanese vending machines on every corner. I agree, but people are comfortable with the 8-hour workday. It's more secure in health insurance. This is true. It is more secure. Yeah, and I think a lot of people are looking for security. That's a lot of people are looking for security, definitely. And then also the health insurance thing. Like, I wonder what's going to happen with health insurance since we have this new leader that's running our country. I wonder what will happen to Obamacare. Like, I don't even want to know. Like, who knows? It's a really sad thing. Let's not talk about that. Jermaine wants to. Oh no, I just read that comment. However, do you think Lyft riders behave better than Uber riders? And yes, why do you think so? I've heard that Lyft riders, they're a lot better than Uber riders. And the only thing I can think of why that would be the case is because Lyft is a little bit more, I don't know, it's a little bit more cliquish. So I feel that when more people use Lyft, like they're like, you better be good because this is what we do. We take Lyfts, like I don't know. Maybe that was wrong, but I just feel like Lyft is like it's definitely smaller. It's more niche, and people usually take Lyft because they don't want to take Uber. Are you ever coming to Toronto? If you are, just let me know you have a place to stay. Right on. Toronto is not that far from New York. Maybe I'll have to go to Toronto along the way or something like that. Mm. Oh, this comment is so funny. Should we buy Yelp stocks? I don't know about Yelp stocks. Okay. The reason why I'm gonna talk about Yelp stocks, I feel that Yelp is on their way out. The reason why I feel that Yelp is on their way out, Facebook now has basically they have Yelp built into Facebook. They have their own version of Yelp. So when you go to Facebook and you check into a certain location, it'll ask you to review that location, just like it would ask you to review that location on Yelp. And it's crazy that nowadays that's how Facebook is. Like, when I go check in someplace, I don't have to check in on Facebook and then go check in on Yelp. Like, I can just check in on Facebook and then, it's all linked up. It's all one. So that's pretty cool I think that's pretty cool. Favorite vlogging camera. Oh my gosh. Favorite vlogging camera. Guys, I'm thinking about getting another camera. I don't know if I'm going to do this because, I don't know, maybe it's just like foolish, but I'm thinking about getting the Lumix G85. No, the GH5. The Lumix GH5. Now, the only reason, GH5. The only reason I want this camera is because it's literally one of the few cameras out there on the market that can shoot 4K at 60 frames per second. I mean, there's another, but that camera costs like $2,000, but it's more of a professional camera than the basically this camera I have here. That camera is it's like maybe 2 step ups of this camera. So I was thinking about buying that camera because I could shoot some pretty dope footage with that, like super dope. Now, one thing I will say about my videos now, one thing I really want to start doing is I want to incorporate slow motion into my videos. So you guys may wonder, so why haven't you already done that? Well, the reason why I haven't done that is because with 4K, with 4K, all my cameras, they all stop at 30 frames per second. Now in 1080, a lot of the GoPro goes up to 90 frames per second. So why do I want more frames per second? Well, I was watching a lot of hip hop videos recently and I discovered that, dude, 60 frames per second in 1080p is stunning. It is incredible. So I don't want to I don't want to go back. I shoot in 4K now, so I don't want to stop shooting in 4K and then go down to 1080p only to do 60 frames per second. So I would rather just still stick with 4K and then just buy a new camera and do 4K at 60 frames per second. And then with the 60 frames per second, I can create like slow-mo footage, because when you take a video that's 30 frames per second and you slow it down, it doesn't look good. It looks crappy. But if you take a video that's like 120, like if you take a video that's shot at 120 frames per second and you slow that video down, you're gonna have a real crispy shot. You're gonna have a real crispy shot. Because let me explain frame rate if you guys don't know what frame rate is. 30 frames per second means when you're filming Every second, the camera takes 30 photos. Okay. So a camera that shoots 60 frames per second, that means that every second the camera takes 60 photos. So now you guys get why it's going to be way clearer with higher frame rates. But if you're in 4K, it just costs a lot more to get something with a higher frame rate just because 4K is so new and there's a lot going on. I actually wonder, does that camera get us really warm? And I can't even think of a camera that can shoot 4K at anything higher than 60 frames per second right now. Like, I don't even think Reds shoot 4K at 120 frames per second. Like, that would be crazy. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is a little too dorky. I don't feel that people don't talk about camera specs that much. I could talk about camera specs all day. Like, I like cameras. And the weird thing about it, like, I'm a horrible photographer, but I'm good with video. It's my favorite vlogging camera. I still didn't answer the question. Like, Jermaine just don't answer questions. I should be a lawyer, just beat around the bush, right? Favorite vlogging camera right now, I don't know. I'm really liking the GoPro right now. The past few vlogs I've done with the GoPro, the audio is not that great, but maybe I'll get an external mic for it. But I'm having a blast with the GoPro right now. The GoPro is my thing. I like the Lumix because the Lumix, the shots look so much better than the GoPro because the camera will allow more light into, the shot. So you're going to have a better image. But when it comes to, portability, this is so much easier to carry in my pocket versus this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could carry this in my pocket. Like if I was on a bike, it would be pretty easy. But on the boosted board, it's just like, this is so much easier. And if I drop this, like this thing only costs like $300. Like I would just buy another one. But if I drop this, I guess this is actually only worth about $300 now. If I drop this, I would probably just go buy another one too. But I would feel better about dropping this versus, dropping something bigger. Because if I drop this, I'm gonna have like Gorilla Pod attached to it. I'm probably gonna have a microphone attached to it too. So it's gonna be like more than losing $300 because I would probably destroy the mic. And this mic is so jacked up, and it's been so windy around here that like whenever I would vlog with the mic, it would literally fly up like this all the time. Like it would just fly up because it's so windy outside. So what I was doing was just filming with this camera. And how I was filming with this camera and keeping the wind out of the shot, like this is not easy to do. But like you like hold it like this. Well, like I guess you guys can't see it, but like I would hold it like this and try to like keep the wind out of the shot that way. And one thing with this camera that is pretty easy to accomplish, it's easy for my voice to overpower the microphone. What do I mean by that? So when I'm in WeWork, not in this particular area, but when I'm in like the upfront, like the common area, they always have music on and it's like pretty loud. So if I'm holding this like right here, since the audio is not that great on it, my voice can almost overpower like the audio so that the music doesn't pick up here. Or if I'm filming a scene like, if I'm filming like my point of view, like if I have the camera like here and I'm showing you guys like pretty much what I'm seeing, or if I'm like, I'm like unboxing something with my hand. If I talk like this close to the microphone, this is all that's going into the microphone is my voice, not the sound up here, not this sound over here, not this crazy person over here screaming over here. Only my voice is going into it. So I've been rocking out with the GoPro quite a bit lately, but I definitely like to use the big camera quite often. There's no sound anymore, really? Oh no. I was reading the comments, sorry. Get a Sony RX7. Okay, I was thinking about getting the Sony line, bro. I was thinking about getting the Sony line, but I need 60 frames per second at 4K. I so want to switch to Sony, but Lumix is literally like, man, Lumix is serving camera companies soup right now. And the reason why I said they're serving camera companies soup is because they're killing it with the 4K at a budget. You know, the GH5 is like, that's like a professional camera, and it's $2,000. The freaking Sony RX, I think it's the RX7 Mark II. Oh, am I still there? I think it's a Sony RX Mark II. That's the camera I want because it shoots like what? It's 42 megapixels. So you're talking about some pretty stunning photos, and it's got some on-point autofocus. But that camera's like $3,000, and it does not shoot 4K in 60 frames per second. I'm missing some questions. Lyft is cheaper in SF. Uber is cheaper in the East Bay. Wow, I didn't know that. How long have you been in the stock market? Do you invest in options? I do invest in options. I don't invest in options that much because I don't really focus that much attention to the stock market because I'm doing a lot of other things. Maybe in the future I'll invest more and more time into it, and then I'll just talk more about the stock market and less about the sharing economy. But right now, that hasn't really happened just yet. Man, you're missing out on cryptocurrency craziness, earn money. I've heard about these cryptocurrencies, and I think I am going to jump on the cryptocurrencies pretty soon. Dope videos, man. If you were to do Postmates for a full day, how much could you make? What's your opinion? You can make anywhere from like $100 to 300 on Postmates. You probably won't make 300. I was just saying that because on a Friday you're gonna make more money than you would make like on a Tuesday, and then if it's a rainy day you're gonna make more money versus if it's like a beautiful sunny day on the weekend in the summer. So that's Jermaine, do you watch Kevin Launch, the Aperture? Yeah, I watch him. He makes daily content. You guys seem pretty smart. I was going on Uber. Yeah, he definitely talks more about Uber. I'm trying to sort of phase more out of the Uber game. Like I'm still gonna like do Uber when I want to. When I travel, I'll probably do Uber. But I don't want to just be an Uber channel. There's Uber channels out there for you. Professional, the Sony RX100. The RX100, I thought about getting the RX100. I think if I would do it, I would probably sell my LX10 because the LX10 and the RX100, they're kind of in the same class of camera. No, I mean, do you have healthcare? It's so expensive compared when you're working a 9 to 5 job. Yeah, it is, but I don't really think healthcare is that much. I don't think it's expensive compared to working a 9 to 5 job. Maybe it depends on the type of 9 to 5 job. Like if you work for Google, yeah, healthcare is expensive. But like a typical average job, for example, you're gonna have to give me some more info about this. I was actually getting ready to end the live stream, but you got to give me some more info about this. Like, are you getting free healthcare at your job? Because the last job I had, the health insurance would deduct $100 a week out. So that's $400 a month for health insurance. Okay, now this is with a job. Now $400 a month. Now if I got sick or anything, I would still have to. If I got sick and went to the hospital or something, I would still have to pay a deductible. If I go to the dentist, I would actually have to purchase an additional dental coverage insurance through my employer. And then I would have to wait X amount of months before I could use that dental plan. You mean to tell me that it's better with a job? Like the job I had, it was way more expensive. Like it was ridiculous, okay? It was astronomical. Like Don't get me wrong, like certain jobs, you're gonna get better benefits. Like back in my hometown, FedEx, I knew so many people that worked at FedEx only because they had health insurance at, I think if you work 20 hours, you get free health insurance. The only reason why so many people work there was because of the health insurance benefits. And if that's something that's important for you, I recommend that you keep a job. But for someone like me, if you want me to work 20 hours a week and you're going to give me free health insurance, I don't want to do it. Like I've been offered jobs $60,000 a year, $70,000 a year, and I turned them down. So it really depends on what you want. Like I say, like some people some people cannot leave a 9 to 5. They need structure. Some people need someone to tell them, be back here at 12:30. Some people need that. Like they need that in their life. And some people don't. Some people will give up other things so they can have this, or they'll trade this for that. I'm willing to trade free healthcare for freedom. Maybe I have to pay more. I mean, health insurance in the US is a joke. Like, I'm sorry to say, but it is. Like, it is a ripoff. And I kind of see why healthcare is not like straight up free in the US. It's because like people are so unhealthy. So, if you smoke cigarettes like all the time and it says on the package, this will kill you. Well, should we really give you free healthcare? Like, it's gonna kill you and you still do it. Like, so that's my thing. I don't know. I'm not talking too much. When trading, do you make your decisions off of fundamentals or manuals or technical? When trading, I don't just typically like day trade anymore. And if I do day trade, because I have did some day trading recently. If I do day trade, it's gonna be basically off of, the stock goes up 3%, and I predict that it's gonna go down. So once the stock goes up 3%, I sell. Like it's basically a guess. But my main strategy now is buying and holding. That's basically what I'm doing. And I'm picking companies that I think are going to be really good for in the future. I'm not really going off of what I see on TV, but I'm basically going after companies that I see potential in the future, like a company like Amazon. I feel that Amazon has a lot of potential in the future. I feel that they can put more businesses out of business. Yeah. So that's why I invested with Amazon. Snapchat, I feel that Snapchat is a good company to invest in because it's going after a different generation. It's going after an even younger generation. And that's one reason why I feel that Snapchat is a good company to invest in. I like GoPro because I feel that GoPro could go up one day. I feel that GoPro makes a really good product. I feel that GoPro could grow their line. Right now they have cameras and they have drones. I feel in the future GoPro could possibly acquire another company, and maybe they could get into another stream of income, or maybe they could be acquired by another company, which could send their stock price flying up, and I can make a profit off of that. So I have my own reasons why, but I'm not really a technical trader. Like, I don't really do the whole technical analysis thing. Yeah, buy Snap under 20. That's exactly what I did. When Snap fell, Snap what was Snap at? Snap was like around 1850, and that's when I jumped on Snap. I don't know. I wasn't trying to be like really harsh talking about health insurance, but I don't know. Sometimes I can get a little, I don't know. Health insurance is like, when it comes to jobs and health insurance, it's not as glamorous as a lot of people may think it is. Because I've definitely had jobs, and yeah, they deduct the money out of your check, and it's like, yeah, you're still paying for it, but and then when you get freaking hurt, you still got to pay for it. I don't know. Never mind. What am I talking about? Yo, you still watching this video? Go give your homeboy a thumbs up. I've been getting hella thumbs down lately, but I don't care. Thumbs down, it's actually like, it does its own thing. Chicago, you make like $3 on Postmates. Oh wow. Thoughts on the thoughts on the Canon G7X Mark II? No 4K, so we can't really even talk about it. Like I'm a 4K shooter, so if it doesn't have 4K, I don't want to really use it because I really like 4K. Like I get it. A lot of subscribers say like, "Why do you even care about 4K?" Because I watch your videos on my phone. This is true. You watch a lot of most of my subscribers watch videos on my phone on their phone. This is what my YouTube data tells me. But one thing I've discovered is, phones are getting better and better. Phones are getting better and better, and who's to say in the next year or so we don't have 4K displays on phones. Now, it's probably not going to happen in the next year, but let's say in the next 2 years, we don't have 4K displays on phones. I definitely want to make sure that if I have one viral video, that one's in 4K, and 3 years from now, people can watch it on their 4K phones. I don't know. And also 4K TVs. It's also really good for search engine optimization too, 4K. Yo, Richard, peace out. Yo, I think I'm going to end this live stream because I'm going on. I'm getting hungry now. And I got a really long day ahead tomorrow. I got a really long day. It's not too long, but I got some things going on tomorrow. I'm going to vlog a little bit. So, yo, I'm back. So, yo, at WeWork now, doing a little live stream action. I got me a fruit roll up. I just opened up. I haven't quite ate it because I'm still doing this live stream, but I want to grab down on this fruit roll. I'm about to end this live stream really fast, but I just want to throw a little bit of live stream footage in today's vlog. But anyway, yo, thanks a lot for watching. No. Sorry, I got confused. Getting thumbs down helps your channel. Yeah, I know. Getting thumbs down definitely helps my channel. I don't really care. Last year I bought so many call options. Turn 2K to 15 in 3 months. Facts. Oh yeah, that's what's up. So many call options. You eat. I haven't ate yet. I'm probably gonna order UberEats actually. I'm gonna order my usual. I'm not gonna order now because I'm still at WeWork. I have to go back to. Oh, I got a homie that just reached out. Oh, sorry. I'm like texting and I'm on a live stream. You back? Oh, I got a homie in the Bay. He's like, yo, let's meet up. I'm like, ooh, we'll have to do it a little soon. We'll have to do it a little soon. But anyway, yo, I think I'm gonna get ready to end this live stream. I should see. Yeah, I'm done with all the comments. But yo, thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Yo, thanks a lot for watching. Another day, another dollar, another live stream. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like this. And let's do it like that. Peace out. Yo, thanks for watching. Yo, no, stop broadcast now.